Smitty confronts Kenny and then has to unpack kicking Martin out to the kids, while Martin is down at Orphe Jean's trying to have a damn press conference confessional. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 1, episode number 90. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. And this episode very much so gave a bunch of setup. We are jumping back and forth between Orphe Jean's, where the impromptu press conference that Martin called is being had or getting set up and then being had, to Jacob briefing Naomi on all that is actually going on after they wound up running into each other at home. And then a little bit of additional scenes with like Dani running into Vanessa at the country club early on in the episode, and then also Marcel getting a call about Kenny and going to handle him at the earlier in the episode when he's at the casino with Joey Armstrong. Honestly, y'all, I don't know how I feel about this episode, because so much of it is like, I get the whole setup of the press conference being at Orphe Jean's because, you know, Martin is a man of the people. He's going to do something like at a local establishment. So that all tracks. But why Joey felt the need to come does not track to me. Why they continuously put themselves in the same room with one another to where if anybody who was looking around and paying any bit of attention could actually have viable questions, that is actually beyond me. And even Joey calling Vanessa to come, sir, you have witnesses that you're there because you're there with the damn press. You don't actually need to be seen with Vanessa. And Vanessa clocks like, we're not here for lunch. We're not here for a meeting. You literally got me here as a goddamn alibi. And why? We know why. But all of it feels like the handling of one problem only to make another one down the line if anyone started to actually pay any kind of attention. And that part kind of annoys me. We spent a lot of time with Vernon trying to convince Martin to not go through with this. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I was very surprised that this was going to be Martin's answer. I like that he wasn't trying to go to, you know, murder as a way to fix this, and he decided to come clean. I'm still right now, like, after watching it only one time, like I only watched it one time, I probably would have to go watch this another time, or maybe wait to watch the next episode to figure out if this was actually the best choice, the least selfish choice, or if this was a choice that's more steeped in him trying to basically like release his guilt, which I kind of struggle with people coming clean solely so that they can stop having the nightmares and release their guilt, and then they want to frame that as, oh, I'm protecting my family, because at the end of the day, that's not the biggest draw for you, right? The biggest draw for you is you wanting to sleep at night. The biggest draw for you is you trying to again quell any kind of guilt and shame that you already have that's like impacting your life in the ways that it is. Now, again, I haven't really decided if Martin is on either side of it. On an initial watch, I feel like, okay, no, this is him trying to protect his family, and coming clean and being able to atone for what he did will be the way to do that. And I think that that's the route that they want us to go on in reference to thought process when we think about the episode, because we do have Vernon, you know, talking to him about how this could potentially impact them because they didn't come forward because of all of the circumstances leading up to this, how Martin is not going to easily be assumed innocent just because this was a moment that was a retaliation to a hate crime, given all the additional context. So with him knowing that he wouldn't necessarily be assumed innocent but still wanting to come forward, that does kind of track of like, okay, maybe you are not just doing this for you, and you are doing this truly to atone and to take the brunt of everything on yourself so that your family can stop being impacted by this. Maybe cool. Again, that remains to be seen. By the end of the episode, we get a Marcel coming, bringing Kenny by at gunpoint out the window of Orphe Jean's, which also read, I'm like, Erica, this is a soap opera. Sometimes I just got to remind myself it's a soap opera, because why would you do this? Why would you do this in the surveillance state that we live in? There's cameras everywhere. Okay, Marcel, but then you're going to disappear that man. We get a text, or Bill gets a text that Kenny is done or dealt with. And then that stops the press conference, and Martin is seemingly having another panic attack before we exit the episode. So we, you know, are left on kind of like a cliffhanger on how he feels. Bill hurries and ends the press conference and says that it's a family emergency. Cool. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Yeah. So, and I don't even know. Again, I don't know how I feel about all of those happenings. I really don't. But they happen. So there's that. Now, the quick little moment of Dani talking with Vanessa about potentially returning to modeling and Vanessa bigging her up, I enjoyed that. Even though I don't enjoy Vanessa, I am on a team of Dani returning to modeling. I think that all the dialogue that they gave Vanessa was absolutely true. Like, let her be the beacon of, like, you're not done yet. Let her be the beacon of has been to now been, or whatever she said. Because I think that we preemptively in our society over glamorize age, or youth specifically, and then we demonize aging, when at the end of the day, the older you get tends to be the wiser you get, with more lived experiences, and you have so much to offer. Like, even with me, I'm so grateful for the place that I'm in my 30s. And it's so funny because covering the shows that I cover, like specifically All American, I have definitely been age shamed because I'm in my 30s and talking about this teenage show or this young 20-something show. But I can speak to it and recall my college days. I can recall my early 20-something experience from a very mature and like grounded lens, having learned the lessons and not like currently going through the particular lessons, which I think adds a ton of value to the conversation, right? And most of my subscribers feel the same way. So I think something similar when I think about Dani returning to modeling, because it's not like, while you are older and have a couple more wrinkles, cool, but you're still stunning. You're still, talented in reference to your walk. Like, you still have so much to bring to the table technically, and then lived experience, you have even more to bring to the table. So absolutely, like, this should not even be a question. And you want to do it, so let's do it. Now, I absolutely adore Jacob and Naomi. So while they gave us the bare minimum and basic with them, just in their room talking about the whole Martin and Smitty situation and marriages, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I could watch them do pretty much anything, because I just love their chemistry and I love them aesthetically. I hate that they keep trying to give this girl straight hair, but that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. But that actually happens. And then by the end of the episode, he is pushing her to make another call to the phone number that she got from the photo that June had. And we find out that it's June's sister, but her sister feels like June is dead to her. So June probably did a bunch of things. If June has struggled with alcohol or drugs, maybe, which I don't think we have gotten that particular thing. We just know that she's homeless. But it feels like the response the sister had feels like, okay, maybe June stole from her. Maybe June did some things that made the sister denounce her. So she don't want Naomi to keep calling, and kind of ends there. And that's pretty much everything, I believe, that went down in this episode. Y'all, let me know what you thought about the episode in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with, and I'll see you in the next one.